Yo. It's your boy Carter WCC, man. I'm back in the bit with another reaction video, man. How y'all been? Hope you been well, taking care of yourself, loving yourself, staying out the way, continue to do the best in anything you truly want to do in this life, man. In this reality. Keep on going no matter what. Always strive for greatness, and you got people that love you. But especially, man, love yourself. All we got at the end of the day. Today we got The Art of Selling to Black America by Antonio's Talks, man. Shout out to him. Go check him out. Without further ado, let's get to this video, man.
Found a video that was very interesting. It was of the salesman explaining how to sell to different races: white, Asian, and black. Now, when he got to black people and explained the tactics that he used when he was selling to black people, it was intriguing.
This is how to sell to every single different type of race in direct sales. So direct Zoom calls is my expertise. That's what I've been doing for the last 3 years. The way that you sell to white people is a large level of trust, establish credibility, show proof that your product actually works. Listen to all of their problems. Just sit, listen to their problems, and then tell them why your product is amazing and why we've helped X, Y, and Z exact person in your position go from A to B, just like you want to. That goes for every client, but specifically for white people, they want people to listen to their woes, their problems, their worries. They want people to be exactly like them as well. They want to buy from people that are like them. So if they're liberal, be liberal. If they're right-wing, be right-wing. That's what they want. How to sell to black people? Again, from my experience, you need to like hype them up. You need to feed their ego. You need to talk about entrepreneurship. You need to talk about family legacy. You need to talk about generational wealth. You need to talk about passive income.
Yeah, he hitting on all of the points that a lot of black people love to hear, right? Passive income, generational wealth.
All these entrepreneurial things, and really make them feel as though they understand things and make them build them up.
Oh, whoa. He said make them feel like they understand. So not give them an understanding of it. Focus on the black people. Once again, he said a lot of things that black people like to hear. Generational wealth, passive income, making us feel like we understand, kind of treating us like a kid. And this reminds me of a video that was made in, I believe, like the 1940s or 50s, where it was like the art of selling to the Negro. So we're not going to watch all of it, but this was the secret of selling to the Negro, made back in 1954. The average Negro wage earner today gets 4 times more money than a few years ago. The Secretary of Commerce of the United States said today his income has increased more rapidly than his income of all other Americans. The Commerce Secretary said he pointed out the family income of the Negro is today at a record high. That's one thing too, like a lot of them, they may not like you, but they like your money. So they gonna do what they do to get that money, right?
Yes, this is the market we're talking about, the new Negro family. Their name is Wells or Wilson, Smith or Brown or Alexander or Breen. They live in Chicago, in Atlanta or New York, in Detroit, St. Louis, Los Angeles, any one of 1,000 cities and towns. All over the country, families such as this are enjoying new prosperity. They have new interests, new standards of living, a buying power they've never enjoyed before. They're good prospects for practically all types of goods and services.
But that is funny because this is a real thing, and these folks talking about us like we some variant of a human. Like we're like...
All too often, though, they're overlooked prospects. Why? Because of some good, valid reason? No. They're overlooked because of mistaken ideas, because of out-of-date ideas about how the Negro lives and how he buys. The truth of the matter is that the Negro lives pretty much the same as other folks. He buys pretty much the same way, too. But just the same, a lot of old doubts and opinions keep cropping up over and over again.
I don't like to do business with Negroes. They're drifters. You can't keep track of them.
Yes, although a lot of people think that way, the truth is that 1 out of every 3 Negro families living in cities today owns its own home. That figure comes directly from the United States Bureau of Census.
Maybe so, but Negroes are poor credit risks.
Not more of a credit risk than any other group. Actually, the Negro home buyer meets his payments faithfully, often more faithfully than other race groups in the same economic level. That's the information we got from people who ought to know, the National Association of Real Estate Boards.
I love this because this is literally how they think about us, but when we are given the same resources and opportunities, you see how we were easily able to thrive.
The secret of selling to the Negro is expressed in one word. That word is recognition. Now, there's nothing unusual about that. People want to be recognized. They need recognition. That's basic in all of us. But perhaps because he's had so little of it, the Negro needs even more. He needs to feel important and appreciated. This need is a very real and important one. It shows up even in many of the Negro's shopping habits. Anyone who sells or wants to sell to the Negro customer should know about some of these habits. 3 habits in particular play a big part in every sales transaction. To begin with, most Negroes buy by brand. They ask for products by name.
This is in 1954. 2026, same thing. Black people, we gotta have the name brand. We gotta have the designer. We gotta have the Mercedes. We gotta have the hip. We gotta have these products with the name fancy brand so people know or think that we have money.
Yes, bro. Materialism, like, I don't know, it's just a crazy concept, man. How people just are so controlled by like shit that's just that they just have a title on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers be ready to spend everything for a nigga. Goddamn, what's it called? Damn, I forgot what it's called. Basically, we can get like all type of designer and shit. You feel me? Like, people would literally spend their last dollar just to get some swag, which I respect it. You feel me? And I'm wrong being clean, cause you feel me, I be swag, but I don't be spending fucking hella money on damn designer pieces, all that type of shit. No, we don't do that. You feel me? I be using an app called Shop, and it be showing the swag for me. Shout out to Shop. You know what I'm saying? That's the same app you can use to track your packages and shit. It be some heat on there. You know what I'm saying? But I don't use all the other crazy stuff or overspend on pieces that you feel me, that necessarily don't matter. You know what I'm saying? But to each his own. But y'all gotta let some of these brands go. You feel me? Genuinely. You feel me? You can buy what you like, but some of this shit genuinely you could buy for the same price for either a lesser popular brand or just on another website, my nigga, because it's the same material most of the time. So that label is literally the only thing deciding factor of how high or low the fucking product can be.
Obviously, it don't apply to all people, but I'm talking to my black folks, and it's something that we see within the communities. I was once a product of this. I thought I gotta have all the designer, right? You know what I'm saying? Something that I'm glad I've grown out of pretty fast.
They're quick to turn down off-brands. You see, for a long time, the Negro has been sold a lot of shoddy, second-class merchandise. So now he asks for name brands in order to make sure he gets his money's worth. Buying by brand, that's the first important Negro buying habit. Now for the second. The Negro buys good quality merchandise. Symbols of quality and prestige are very important to the Negro customer. This woman, for example, is buying fine crystalware, but she is also buying the admiration and approval of her friends and relatives. It's a well-known fact that many Negro customers are influenced by the opinions of others. What their friends may think of a certain item often decides whether or not the sale is made.
Just go back to us growing up in school, right? From my experience, if a person had on some fucking Shaqs, you know what I'm saying, or some other type of shoe,
Shaqs and ones, you know, even Shaqs technically Walmart shoe, but Walmart shoes in general, bro. Shit that one Nike or goddamn Nike or Jordan, nigga, shit that was on your ass.
people would make fun of him. If their shoes or, forces or something were beat up, they had the creases in them, people would get made fun of for that. And that is something that you pretty...
Nigga, I think I got clown for wearing... I think I got clown for my Jordans one time. I'm trying to think, did I actually have Team Jordans on? I may have had Team Jordans on in the 6th grade type shit. Like, I think I got clown for them before. I can't exactly remember, but yeah. nigga, bro. Like it's so crazy because genuinely, it's like you just get grown up to these societies where this is what motherfuckers care about, and later down the line, when the more you grow up and all these other people grow up, we realize this shit genuinely does not matter, you know. Because no matter what shit you got on, it does not define who you are as a person or your character, honestly. And yeah, people that had all the Jordans and all this type of shit now were the shittiest people in school, and now they ain't shit, you know. You feel me? Or they getting karma, putting them belt to ass, you know what I'm saying? Or in general, like, you just gotta treat people with respect equally all around, because you never know anybody's situation, you know. So it's just crazy.
Much only see in our community, because let's say for the white community, they be wearing some of the most worn down
Skechers, all type of shit,
shoes ever, bro.
Exactly, like worn down Skechers. Goddamn, they be wearing, you know, they gotta have one pair of forces, wear them hoes tight as shit, creased as fuck, you know what I'm saying? Nobody be saying nothing to them.
Especially some of the white girls, bro. They forces be creased out, messed up, busted up.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying? They parents got them a little trust fund. They could care less about that type of stuff. Now, you could point this down to us, you know, just being presentable. Like, you know, we like to have our stuff looking fresh. We like to have our stuff looking nice. But then again, it's on some materialistic shit. Like, we are worth what our clothes are. You know what I'm saying? When it shouldn't be like that. Like I say, always let's go against consumerism. Let's not care about it as much.
Once you get a taste for something different.
So remember, the Negro buys quality merchandise. That's the second important point. And here's the third thing to remember when selling to a Negro customer. When he specifically asks for one thing, don't try to sell him something else. Don't try to switch him at the point of sale. If you do, he'll probably react something like this.
Doesn't he think I've got the money to pay for it?
There's a reason for this reaction. Again, because he's had experience with cheap merchandise, the Negro resents being offered a substitute.
Bro, this video is crazy, man, because even, I'm hopefully I find an example, but it was a video of this lady, this black lady who was being profiled in the store, designer store, I think, and her way of getting back at them was to buy a whole bunch of stuff out the store. She showed them, y'all.
The Negro buys by brand, he buys quality, and he doesn't like to be switched at point of sale. These are the keys to selling the Negro customer.
Now, y'all, we're going to have a little yap session. But I want to say, I'm at the point of, like, I'm tired of the complaining. I'm tired of the bitching. We keep seeing examples of how anti-black this world is and how these people don't like us. Now it's time to get on code. So with that being said, in my mind, the plan is simple. All the time, I tell y'all, man, we got to have solidarity. Love one and each another at the fullest extent. Support one and each another at the fullest extent. Now, I know that we cannot shop at primarily black-owned business because there isn't that many. A stat that has really been bothering me lately, y'all. Black-owned businesses in America make up only 3% of the population, despite us being 13 to 14% of the U.S. population. Now, white people in the U.S., they make up, I think, around 56%, but they own around, like 80 to 90% of the businesses. Now, this is the one that really is interesting to me. Asians, they make up a very small percent, like 6%, but they own 10% of the businesses in the United States. In my opinion, black Americans should own at least 10%, y'all. 10% of businesses. And obviously, all of this is not on us through things such as slavery, Jim Crow, black codes, redlining, mass incarceration, etc. Right? We all know the history. That is why in 2026 was the tragic killing of Cyrus Bell, and I am glad that we are doing a boycott. Even though it's not a boycott, we should just be shopping with our own anyway. But once again, I'm going to state it again. We make up 14% of the population, but we only own 3% of the businesses. How? That is crazy to me. Y'all don't see anything wrong with that. That is why I am very big on supporting black businesses. I try to support black business on my profile as much as I can. I try to shop at least 3 black-owned businesses every month, and I'm going to keep getting that number higher and higher. So listen, all my black people, all my black Americans, lock in. Now, I want to end this off with this video right here because with us, you know, boycotting these other businesses and only supporting black people, a lot of these folks are mad and they starting to move weird. And it's just funny because, once again, What is the problem with wanting to support our people? What is the problem with that? It's not like we're saying you shouldn't have any business. We just want to put our money into black people's pockets. So I want to show you some weird activities I seen right here.
Hey y'all, so today at the head district, we got paid a little visit from this cat right here. He told me his name was Mike, and he was the owner of Beauty Palace in the East on Diamond Road. So I thought that was a little funny because we way on the west side and we deep off in Marrero, and he supposedly came here for one bottle of Camille Rose. But I was in the back, and the girl started paging me saying that we had somebody here walking up and down each aisle on FaceTime talking about all our prices. I said, on FaceTime you show? So yeah, show as shit stank. The boy was walking around here on FaceTime showing all our prices and stuff like that. So of course I come out the back, I approach him and I ask him if he need help with anything. Immediately he jumps into, hey, did the vendors in this area open these accounts for you, or are you getting this shipped from your friends that you know? I'm like, what does that got to do with you? Like, why are you worried about that? I want to know, did they open for you? Well, that ain't none of your business, bro. That ain't none of your business. So I politely asked Mr. Mike, hey, bro, come up out of my stuff, get up out of my stove, walked him out the door. So if y'all do me a favor and tell Mr. Mike, leave our vendors alone in this area and leave us alone, Mr. Mike. It was already hard.
Like, bro, you can never trust a nigga with a goddamn keychain for his AirPods, nigga. Just put them hoes in your pocket, nigga. Second of all, bro, why are you genuinely, why? Bro, as soon as niggas start getting some, like, I'm telling you, it's just greed. This is literally greed. We already barely have any businesses of our own, nigga, and you immediately come up here on a whole different side of town, trying to get sauce in motion when you want to even probably did the same if we would have asked you, bro. Like 9 times out of 10, we were not telling you where we got this shit from. You can't just be supportive, my nigga. We both, you feel me? We both making money. We keep like, it just, I'm telling you, greed and hate, bro. It's a crazy drug for a lot of these people. Cause you could have just been supportive, got your little product, and got up out that bitch. But no, instead you want to do an interrogation, all because you see a good, well-owned, presented black business. Just hating, nigga. Like, holy shit.
Hard enough as it is to get these vendors and get these accounts open.
So that video alone just shows me that they see what we could be. They see that us unifying and supporting each other, which is not crazy at all, gets them kind of upset and gets them worrying. So to all my people out there, if you got a business that you want to start, do it. Especially if it can add value to your community. But listen, man, black people, wake up. Black-owned businesses are so easy to find nowadays. You can literally look on TikTok. You want to find a hair store in your area, type in hair store, city, state, black-owned, like anything. You know what I'm saying? You can find them out here, dog. Let's stop keeping up with the Joneses. Let's stop supporting all these big-name brands that don't really fuck with us. If you can find a black-owned alternative, do it. I know in 2026 this economy is hard, but if you lock in and you stay down for 6 months, stay down for a year, don't buy no new clothes, you got enough. Don't buy no new shoes, you got plenty. Don't go buy that new iPhone. And if you're in a relationship, let me give you a better strategy, right? If 2 of y'all working full time, use one of y'all checks to pay all the bills, groceries, etc., and then the other one, save it. And to better that, goddamn, cut that in half, that savings in half, and invest that other half of that savings. Find you some little land you could buy, right? Let's start leaving stuff down to the next generation. We can do it, y'all. I promise you, man. No more talking. If y'all want to see something similar to this, check out Low Vibrational Music and Black Leaders.
And shout out Antonio Speaks, man. Antonio Talks for information that we be always be needing, man, or that we need to be updated on in general. You gotta be aware of this shit, man. Honestly, you have to be aware of all of it, and we have to get out of that mindset. You feel me? Especially our people, or these brands that, like he said, don't care about us and just want our money, and our fucking billionaires. They just, you feel me? They don't even see us as good, loyal, you feel me, people to them. They just see us as casual type shit. So you gotta stop pouring your money into these brands that, you feel me, that you can literally get from your black owned, you feel me, spot, or someone else that's just way cheaper with the same fucking material. I'm telling you, you gotta get out of this high mind society and this materialism society and you'll grow. You feel me? You'll grow. You'll save more money and just do better overall. You know. But yeah, man, it's your boy Carter Chris. Tell me what you thought about the video. Like, comment, subscribe. You know. It's your boy Carter Chris WCC. I'm out of the y'all. Stay safe. I love y'all. See you next time, man. I'm out, man.